Why smart drivers are buying 20-year-old cars. The pre-telematics loophole. By 2035, tens of millions of American vehicles will be remotely lockable, software gated, or bricked by a manufacturer who decided your subscription expired. That is not a conspiracy theory. That is the trajectory of a federal mandate already signed into law. There is a shrinking pool of vehicles that escape the cage entirely. Smart drivers and independent mechanics are buying them up right now. The trap has 3 layers: the visible cage, touchscreen infotainment, and the heated seats that BMW and Mercedes have been charging monthly subscriptions for since 2022. The financial time bomb, $1,800 headlight assemblies, and $3,000 diagnostic fees for a check engine light a backyard mechanic could read in 1998. Surveillance. The surveillance grid. In March of 2024, the New York Times confirmed General Motors had been collecting driving data through OnStar, then selling it to LexisNexis and Verisk, who sold it to insurance companies. The Texas Attorney General sued on behalf of 1.8 million drivers. Between 1996, when OBD2 was federally mandated, and roughly 2007, when cellular telematics became standard, there is an 11-year window of vehicles with computerized engines and 0 antennas phoning home. Number 1. The 2002 through 2005 Lexus LS430, a durable choice with no telematics. The 3UZFE 4.3-liter V8 is paired with the Aisin A650 E5 Speed Automatic. This engine was built by the same Toyota engineers who designed the 2JZ, and it routinely exceeds 300,000 miles without internal repair. Edmunds long-term owners regularly report 400,000 miles on original transmissions. The LS430 was the last Lexus flagship built before the brand-integrated G-Book telematics. No remote shutoff, no cellular module. Clean Carfax examples that sold for $9,000 in 2019 are now trading between $14,000 and $18,000 on Bring a Trailer. Number 2. The Toyota Land Cruiser 100 Series from 2003 to 2007. The 2UZFE 4.7-liter V8 engine, full-time 4-wheel drive, body-on-frame construction, and front and rear locking differentials. This is the platform that built Toyota's reputation in Australia, Africa, and the Middle East for one reason. It does not break. 500,000 miles is routine. The 100 series predates Toyota's full Safety Connect telematics rollout. Solid examples that sold for $15,000 in 2020 now trade between $28,000 and $35,000, climbing every quarter. Number 3. The 2003 through 2006 Lincoln Town Car. Body-on-frame Panther platform, Ford 4.6-liter modular VAV8 engine. Solid rear axle. This was the last full-size American luxury sedan built for the livery industry, which is why fleet operators ordered them with reinforced suspensions and heavy-duty cooling. New York taxi medallion owners regularly ran these to 800,000 miles on original engines. The town car has no telematics, no electronic parking brake, and no electric power steering. Replacement parts are still cheap because Ford built this engine into trucks, vans, and sport utility vehicles for over a decade. Clean examples can still be found in the $8,000 to $12,000 range, and that number will not last. Number 4. The Honda Element from 2003 to 2005, Honda's most underrated vehicle. The K24A4 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine is the same engine family that powers the Accord, the CR-V, and the TSX. Rubber floor mats, a washable interior, and body cladding instead of paint on the lower panels. Honda designed this for people who actually use their vehicle. No telematics, no connected services. A 5-speed manual transmission was offered through the entire production run. The Element became a cult vehicle for tradesmen, surfers, and dog owners. Clean manual transmission cars that traded for $6,000 in 2019 now sell for $13,000 to $15,000 consistently. A viewer named Ray from Bakersfield wrote in last month. He said he bought his 2004 Tundra Access Cab brand new. 482,000 miles on the original 2UZFE, 2 timing belts, 1 alternator, factory transmission still shifts clean. His nephew's 2022 Tundra is in the dealership right now for the 3rd time this year because the infotainment screen keeps rebooting at highway speed. Ray, that is exactly the point. Your truck has no infotainment screen because it has nothing to phone home to. Number 5. The 2004 through 2007 Toyota Tundra with the 2UZFE 4.7-liter V8 engine. This is the holy grail. It uses the same engine as the Land Cruiser, dropped into a full-size pickup chassis, iron block, aluminum heads, and a timing belt rather than a chain that would require removing the entire front of the engine to service. The double cab has independent rear suspension, and there is optional 4-wheel drive with a proper transfer case. The 2UZFE Tundra is what mechanics buy when they retire. Clean examples have appreciated from $11,000 in 2020 to between $19,000 and $24,000 today. Prices are climbing every single month. Now here is your challenge. Comment below and defend an alternative pick for the town car slot. There is a strong argument for the 2005 to 2008 Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor on the same Panther platform, with heavier suspension and even cheaper maintenance. If you have driven both, settle it below. Drop your engine code, your mileage, and your hometown. Because here is what this is really about. Section 24-220 of the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, signed into law by President Biden in November of 2021, directs NHTSA to require advanced impaired driving prevention technology in every new passenger vehicle. The compliance window opens in late 2026. The technology requires cabin-facing cameras, breath sensors, driver monitoring algorithms, and a vehicle-side ability to refuse to start. NHTSA published the advance notice of proposed rulemaking in December of 2023. The final rule is coming. Combine that with GM, Ford, and Stellantis telematics platforms already harvesting your driving data, secure gateway modules locking independent mechanics out of basic diagnostics, and the subscription model creeping into every new vehicle sold in this country. Those pre-2007 vehicles in your garage are not nostalgia. They are the last generation of trucks and cars you actually own. The dealers do not want you to know this. The lobbyists hope you never figure it out. The next decade of American driving will be defined by who locked in their independence before the window closed. Keep turning your own wrenches. Drop your engine code below. The resistance is mechanical.